Hello my lovely Trails fans, welcome back to our next episode of Trails from Zero. Alrighty, so first thing first, let's go ahead and do we have things to turn in? Right, no. Let's check our new requests. Okay, we have reported these already. And I'm assuming, yeah, because we've got paid for them. So we got 4 new quests here. Fishing for ingredients. Long Lao Tavern and Inn, Shanshan. We are looking for ingredients for a new fish dish. Hurry over and talk to me at Long Lao, I'm counting on you. Testaments training. I'm requesting the special support section to train us to improve our combat skills. Desired duration 2 to 3 hours. If you accept, come to Trinity in the downtown district. Rare herb retrieval. I would like to acquire a certain herb used in internal medicine research. I will share more details in person, so please head on over to St. Ursula's Hospitals. East Crossbell Highway monster extermination. A dangerous monster, Savage Horn, has been sighted on East Crossbell Highway. We ask that the special support section deal with this threat swiftly. So I think I'm going to change things up this time with how I'm going to go about stuff. So instead of like searching the entire city and then going out to the outskirts to talk to everybody, I'm just going to kind of, you know, take it section by section. So then if I accept a quest in like the west section of the city and it requires me to go to like Maine's village or whatever, then I'll probably do that. And yeah, well, I'll kind of show you what I mean as I go through. Let's see that look in your eye. Seems like you're ready. Well, do as you see fit. I'll cover you as always. Thanks, Chief. We couldn't do this without you. Don't mention it. After all, the special support section was established for times like these. That's true. So I almost didn't make this extra episode. But I wanted to try and at least keep to my promise of getting this out. Just things got so crazy this week. I ended up doing extra hours at work. College is going to be starting next week, so I was able to get into classes early on Saturday, so I took a little look at that and did a couple of the easy parts. And yeah, had tyre issues, so for about 3 hours on one night. I didn't get home until about 2 AM. Fun. Customers, this early? Look, I'm not trying to brag, but this is easily the least popular shop in all of Crossbell. So can't you let me enjoy my mornings a bit before having to deal with any of you guys? Wow, this guy has like no people skills. Okay, that goes to St. Ursula. Well, after that, I go to St. Ursula, so I guess we could go there first. Everyone in the city seems to be super busy with festival stuff. It's going to be so much fun. Why can't it start already? They say members of the media were given free tickets to Arkanseal's preview performance. In other words, they'll be experiencing it before everyone else. I've got to admit, I'm extremely jealous. Keep your speed to a minimum, please. The CPD's success is rooted in taking care of little things every single day. Alright everyone, let's give today everything we've got. You got it, Kate. I wonder what the anniversary festival will be like this year. The shops are all bustling about, trying to finish their preparations. I can't wait. During the anniversary festival next month, I'll be running a popcorn stall. I'm lucky to have gotten a good spot. Did you know the gas I use for my balloons is lighter than air? That's why they're able to float oh so gracefully in the air. Oh, but be careful with open flames around here. If this gas catches fire, it'll explode. Think of the children, man. Ah, helium. Good old helium. Dieter Kreuss, the IBC CEO, has been one of the leading figures supporting Crossbell's economy. Apparently he's been able to maintain profits all while keeping up his many philanthropic ventures. I've heard people say Adios doesn't grant people multiple talents, but she sure went all out with a man like Mr. Croy. From the looks of it, people eager to take part in the anniversary festival have been arriving here ahead of schedule. I'm sure they'll probably just want to take in the sights before the festivities start. I've been up to my neck organising our festival schedule with Hoysdorf the past few days. One thing that's really taking some extra planning is our separate menu for the reserved tables. Whenever the anniversary festival rolls around, we always have to make certain adjustments to our schedule and menu. Unfortunately, I just can't scrounge up the motivation to help out. Sounds to me like you're a little lazy. Our manager is busy preparing for the festival. We should probably start lending him a hand with all that. Every year we throw together a drink service and even come up with little souvenirs for the customers. And then for the little flags we stick in the kids' meals, we go with these festival ones we have. Ah, how lovely. You've heard of Dieter Croy, yes? CEO of the International Bank of Crossbell? Well, he's also known to be quite the philanthropist. It's amazing that he finds time to help those in need given how busy he always seems. Come now, there's no need to be so nervous, it's just a marriage interview. You live in the same neighbourhood, don't you? It's not like you're strangers. Like, are these not dating? Is this some kind of arranged marriage? I mean, that seems kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, we had an arranged marriage in LaBelle as well, so maybe this is something very similar. The anniversary festival's almost here. Got any plans? Not really. I guess I'll just hit some of the stalls. I'm impressed how Neston is able to handle so many different projects and still function. I even heard he might have been part of the anniversary festival planning board too. Believe me, he's not your average manager. I used to work at another department store over in Ramaferia. Neston managed to scout me when he came to visit, so I moved to Crossbell. I feel honoured to have captured the interest of someone as talented as Neston. The trains ran late this morning due to a cargo inspection. I had to rush to get all my inventory set out in time for opening. Ouch, my hips. I think I'm becoming an old lady. I'm slowly but surely working through the plan for our newest event. All that's left is to contact the sponsors for their agreement. Please keep an eye out for any future developments. We shall put out an announcement when we're ready. I'm going to become a doctor, damn it. I'll keep retaking the entrance exams no matter how many times it takes. They're unbelievably difficult, so I'm still trying to pass. Braces sure are cool. A bracer came here to escort a lost child home the other day. Do you think he'd escort me away too? Just kidding. Unless... Seems like Jeanette had a bit of a chat with that large bracer guy this morning. She's been acting like that since. Jeanette? Have you forgotten about your work? Nothing new. I was forced to go shopping with my mum. We've been here since this morning. I'd promised my friends I'd hang out with them sometime today, but my gut tells me that's not happening. All she does is shop every day. I actually came here right at opening today. There's nothing more refreshing than a bit of morning shopping. All you do is shop, woman. We offer a great selection of formal attire in addition to our casual wear. We hope to be your #1 choice in dress wear no matter the occasion. Oh. Still nothing new. They offer a total of 2 different outfits. It's almost time to start ordering the new products for the anniversary festival. You can never be too careful when you import accessories and jewels. They're an easy target for smugglers. The Crossbell Times managed to expose a politician for tax evasion a while back. He suddenly fell into poor health and was hospitalised, then people stopped talking about his crimes altogether. I can't help but feel it was all one big cover-up. Oh, absolutely, and I know which politician they're talking about because we see him every time we go into St. Ursula. We have a wide variety of shoes in multiple sizes for you to choose from. Please feel free to ask me anything. I wonder why looking around the Orbital store is so much fun. Vibrant Orbital contraptions, sophisticated sleek appliances. Honestly, even window shopping is strangely exhilarating. I can't believe Wendy, claiming there was a flaw in my flawless displays. As much as I utterly loathe to admit it, though, she was absolutely correct. I suppose I should give her credit where credit's due. She's been working here since it was a simple factory, so she knows her stuff when it comes to the product. When it comes to orbments, I personally believe that the most exciting moment is when you're choosing which one fits you best. Please take your time and have a look at what we have in stock. Out of curiosity, okay. I was like, how much mirror do we have? I was contemplating getting those covers. Your typical trains coming and going at the station are mostly made by the Empire's Rhineford Company. I guess those unicorn orbments they stick on the front of their trains scream, "Made in Erebonia," all on their own though. Quite a few companies have already started to adopt the Orbital network into their business. Given the IBC's massive scale, I wouldn't be surprised if they've already started using it on a practical level. Alrighty, let's head on over to St. Ursula. Aw, why did we have to come during the off-season? Roaming the streets among the bustle of the city is the best part. I heard that some enthusiasts in the Empire collect railway models. Oh, the envy. If only I were born a noble. We originally planned to visit next month during the anniversary festival. I can't handle crowds though, so we came to relax before it gets packed. But all the cool stuff in the anniversary festival, you're missing out. The missus and I are going to visit La Belle. Times department store's pretty crazy, but I heard the Beau's Market is just as crazy. I think my husband fell in love with La Belle when he went to watch the martial arts competition 2 years ago. I think he's been a bad influence on me because I can't help but constantly wonder about what kind of a place La Belle is. Whatever, I'm going to enjoy this trip to the best of my ability. La Belle is a nice place. I wonder if we'll ever go back there in another game. Even temporarily. Oh. Let's take the bus. Welcome to St. Ursula Hospital. Lately all I've been hearing about is that Arkansas troop. I would sort of wonder to see them, to be honest. The anniversary festival is only a month away. Ophelia invited me to come along, but I don't know if I can take some time off yet. I hope you can. I'm pumped for it. I'll try, okay? Sounds like Randy invited her and her friends to the festival. Oh, Randy. He does like his girls, doesn't he? The medical college's residents are unbelievably passionate. They even study while eating, if you can believe it. Study while you're young and you'll be able to have plenty of fun in the future, that's what I say. That is true. I've still got some time before our surgery lecture, so I think I'll grab a bite to eat while brushing up on the chapter. I'm often told that doing so is bad manners, but I can't help but feel that not multitasking is a waste of time. Honestly, it's hard to figure out what Dr. Gunter is thinking most of the time. At first I thought he was handing off some of his work to me to help me with my studies, but I'm starting to think he just didn't want to do it. Ding ding ding, bingo. Lighton just got back and beelined straight to his room for some rest. It sounds like Dr. Gunter heaped a whole ton of work onto him, now that he's recovered from last month's attack. Well, I guess you have to clutch onto every little bit of downtime you can get. I'm taking the day off, but I can't neglect my studies. My roommate Flora always squeezes in some studying until it's time to eat, so I've got to keep that up too. My practical training is coming up next month. If I want any chance of wowing my professors, I have to start preparing now. Oh, looks like Dr. Ursula is awake. Studies say that the colour green is quite soothing to people, so in order to bring a little peace of mind to our patients, we had a lot of flowers and greenery planted in and around St. Ursula. Well, I mean, that does make sense. Green does kind of instinctively tell you that water mustn't be nearby, and so you can pretty much get your basic necessities. Ugh, was I asleep? All this waiting caused me to doze off. I think I might have caught a cold after sleeping without a blanket on. I left the window open all night too, so I guess that's what I get for exposing myself to the bitter elements. Oh, and I also filled my pillow with ice cubes, and etc, etc. I recently confronted Cecile and asked her if she really is friends with Arc-en-Ciel's Ilia Platea, and she said she was, just like that. Huh, guess it wasn't a secret after all. I have a business meeting today, so I really ought to get out of here sooner rather than later. This wait is taking forever. How is it not my turn yet? I couldn't help but get a little nervous when I learned that my doctor's actually a professor. But he ended up being an excellent physician. It's hard to explain, but his way of speaking laid all my worries to rest. I trusted him. Superintendent Kirsch and Marone both technically work under Chief Clark, but between you and me, I hear that the superintendent's got the chief wrapped around her little finger. I was having a nice lunch over at the cafeteria, but then Kirsch kicked me out. No hospital staff allowed during lunch hours, she told me. And, well, how could I argue with that? Oh dear, I really can't say no to her, can I? Can I really trust them to come all this way for a request like that? Perhaps I should have asked the Bracer Guild after all. Either way, I don't particularly want to empty my wallet for such a simple errand. Hard to get a word in edgewise. Excuse me, sir. We're from the Crossbow Police Department Special Support Section. Oh, you came. I've been waiting for you. Come now, take a seat. Thanks, but we're alright. Standing's just fine. Would you mind explaining the details of your support request, Doctor? Ah, yes, of course. My request is simple, really. I need to retrieve a certain herb that we use in our internal medicine lab. It's called lupinus grass. Sadly, it's become something of a rarity these days. Lupinus, as in the Lupinus River, which flows through Crossbell City Harbour? Could be. So you want us to find the grass ourselves and bring it back here? No, not exactly. All I need is for you to obtain some from the Crossbell Cathedral. They should have a small reserve supply of the herb. Archbishop Aralda has already agreed to my request, so I would like you to go there as my representative and pick it up. I'd go myself normally, but I'm a bit preoccupied at the moment. I think we can oblige, Dr. Lago. You said Archbishop Aralda of the Crossbell Cathedral? That's him. Thanks for the help. Once you get the lupinus grass, please bring it back here straight away. I'm wondering if Lloyd was just wondering, is this guy just lazy and is using the police to do an errand for him? Do you remember when those delinquents were brought to the hospital a couple of months ago? A chill ran down my spine the moment I heard about it, just thinking that Kynes might be one of them. And yet after all that turmoil, he still chooses to stick with that gang of his. Goddess above, I wish he would stop giving me so much to worry about. There's one particular engineer who I respect above all others. She's Erica Russell, daughter of the famous Professor A. Russell, and she currently works at LaBelle's ZCF. Despite being in such a male-dominant field, she's claimed her place as a leading authority of orbital technology in LaBelle. We may not be in the same position, but as a fellow woman, I strive to achieve the same level of greatness in the medical field. Chief Ursuline not only serves as the chief of our department, but also as an associate professor. Still, she usually prefers to hole herself up in her lab researching rather than give lectures. In that case, she's in a pretty unique position here at St. Ursula. My next operation is a relatively minor one, but I absolutely will not take any shortcuts. Surgeons hold an obligation to the patient and themselves to follow that credo. This isn't a field you could afford to be sloppy in. I'm finally having my surgery later. They told me my surgeon's going to be Dr. Beldine, so that's reassuring, but the butterflies won't go away. I'll hope you're going to be okay. I still can't wrap my head around the fact that one of my co-workers is absolutely best friends with Ilya Plater. Do you think it'd be weird to ask Cecile if she could get Ilya to sign something of mine? Seems like you can't swing a stick and crossbow without hitting an Ilya fan. Yeah, she's quite the celebrity. Ah, my head. It's like I can sense when Cerrone is out there doing something utterly moronic. Oh goddess, have I developed some kind of Cerrone-specific sixth sense from all the time I've spent around her? After finding out that Cecile is friends with Ilya Plater, the rest of the nurses have gotten their panties in a bunch. Honestly, if they really must fixate over something about Cecile, I wish it'd be her incredible work ethic. Oh Lloyd! Spectacular timing. I just managed to get my hands on 2 tickets for Arkansas's show next month. If you're free, won't you go with me? Really? Thanks, Cecile, I'd love to. I can't say exactly when I'll be free due to work and all that, but I definitely want to go if I'm able to. Music to my ears. In that case, I'll be sure to keep this ticket just for you, Lloyd. Judging by how impressive that practice looked, the real deal must be out of this world. Planning dates while on the job, are we? Very professional, Lloyd. Lloyd, you lucky son of a gun. Man, those glares could practically burn a hole through me. Hard to tell with Tio if she's jealous, upset about the unprofessional acts that we're doing, or she is hoping that me and Ellie are actually going to be getting together. Okie dokie, time to take your temperature for today. You ready? I'll just stick this thermometer in real quick. Excuse me, miss, I'm perfectly okay with you taking my temperature, but why do you have 10 thermometers? Well, if I accidentally break one while taking your temperature, I'll have plenty of backups. It's a foolproof plan. I have a bad feeling about this. Sometimes you almost don't want to leave this place, it's just too comfy. On top of that, the doctors and nurses are so nice to everyone. Think I can manage to extend my stay? You know, we should just have this nurse specifically serving that one guy from the diet. Having light coughing fits, are we? Be sure to take your medicine later. No excuses. Okay. Hey doctor, what are you going to do during the festival? Huh? Now there's a good question. I suppose I could always pack up my tackle box, sit down somewhere, cast my line and wait for the fish to bite. Huh? You aren't going to go to the actual festival? Nope, I don't care too much for the hustle and bustle of the festival. After all, crowds drive the fish away. You really like fishing, don't you? You know, next month's anniversary festival is fast approaching us, and with it comes that event. Hehehe, I can hardly wait. Oh, what event is that? He's up to something shifty. Oh, is that you, Special Support Section? Huh? We didn't even open our mouths yet. I thought I recognized the sound of those footsteps. I can remember the footsteps of distinct people like you and Cecile quite well. You can tell who we are just from our footsteps. That's really impressive. I'm glad you think so. But to tell you the truth, every individual has their own way of walking. For example, bracers who come to visit me often, like my father, walk as if they are always on guard. Guess we sound pretty vulnerable then. How demoralizing. Chin up, you two. Anyone is going to seem outclassed when compared to someone like Arios. It's funny how she just managed to kind of insult us there. Alright, I think that's everyone here spoken to. So I guess we head back to the city. Should have just enough time in this episode to explore one more area. Let's go ahead and do West Street. Heh, I'm gonna find the perfect spot to play in today. My father chewed me out big time for skipping Sunday school. He got super mad at me when he found out about the geofront thing too. I feel like I'm constantly being scolded ever since I started hanging out with Ryu. Maybe you should stop hanging out with him. Sounds like he's a bad influence. I heard some people chatting about Arkansas when I went out to shop earlier. Ilya's great, sure, but personally I think I still prefer Maribel. Maribel works for the IBC and she's just the absolute classiest lady in all of Crossbell. She is seriously so good. Sorting purchasing slips, arranging transportation, balancing accounts. Sheesh, I've got a ton of work to do. I'm going to grit my teeth and bear it though. This is all for the sake of being able to take some time off during the anniversary festival. You can do it! Lloyd dear? Yes? What is it, Auntie Light? You seem like you've matured a bit. Something about you seems more sharp. It reminds me of a little of Guy. Really? Probably because I've caught up to him in age. Nah dude, it's because you officially grew into a man last night. I believe this is what they call climbing the stairs of adulthood. I told you guys that you've got it all wrong. Oh Lloyd. How do you expect to have a loving, fruitful relationship with Ellie when you are being such a dingbat? The IBC has invested a fortune into the Epstein Foundation's Orbal Network project. I've heard that this Orbal Network will be able to connect every single IBC branch across Sumeria with each other. That's the IBC for you. The scale of this project is insane. Did you guys know that Arkansas has a new production they're rolling out next month? I'm not usually into that kind of thing, but the customers have been chatting about it non-stop. Oh, here's an idea. You want to go with me, Lloyd? I snagged some tickets. Wait, what? Oscar, how did you manage to get those? One of our regulars gave them to me. You know the pretty lady who lives in the apartments down the street? She said she wanted to thank me for the extra bread I throw in every now and again. That's one generous customer. That's really generous. Maybe you want to take the girl who's usually working here with you. I'm supposed to be checking out the anniversary festival with a friend, but I wonder if she'll actually make it. She talks so much about how she has zero interest in human beings that it's kind of worrying. Have you considered showing your face in the bakery every once in a while, Dad? You've been holed up in this kitchen all the time lately. My poor naive girl. The reason I stay back here is obvious. It's because Oscar is a handsome lad. Who needs my ugly mug when we've got a ladies' man? Our female demographic has doubled. You're such a weirdo, Dad. I wonder if she and Oscar might end up falling in love by the end of this game. Phew, I'm glad the weather is nice today. Now I can proceed with my little expedition. Alright, time to pack up my camera and photo quartz and head out somewhere. Okay, Bellegarde Gate is that way. Some men have been visiting the apartment since this morning. They marched up to the third-floor residence in complete silence. They had an air of importance. I wonder what they're here for. Oh, I wonder if we'll finally be able to go up to the third-floor apartment. Now that I'm all done cleaning, I'll reward myself with a bit of tea. My wife is always off indulging herself in her hobbies, so it ends up falling to me to take care of things around here. But don't you always change around the house as a weird hobby? Some guests came to visit the third-floor tenant this morning. It was strange though. They gave off the air of importance and wouldn't even let me near the room. I kind of got the feeling they might have been with the police department. Both my father and grandfather were famous architects. My grandfather actually designed Crossbell City Hall. You know that thing has been around for almost 60 years now. It gets me choked up just thinking about it. One of his regular clients in the company that constructed the IBC building. The foreman and my husband are friends, so he likes to come here often. My husband has to go out for business drinks with his clients a lot though, so I'm worried for his health. Don't want to be drinking too much. Huh? Are you the ones Dudley mentioned? Leave immediately, you're getting in the way of our guard duty. What? This is Ilya Plateur's penthouse. We of the 1st Division have been entrusted with the task of guarding her. Damn, those 1st Division guys move quickly. They certainly live up to their reputation. This is where Ilya lives. I wasn't able to find any wiretaps. I believe that the coast is clear for the time being. Interesting. Well, at least we know who lives there now. Does that feel good? Arrgh. So this is where you've been all day. As popular as ever, eh? That's one big dog you have there. Ah, I got it. That must be the pooch that's been the talk of the town lately. The anniversary festival is on the horizon. Doesn't look like my husband has any intention of running a special promotion though. It's so like him to have not a care in the world. I bet Crossbell would lose its mind if something bad happened to Ilya Plateau. Why did this have to happen right before the anniversary festival? Nice to see you, everyone. I heard that the threat letter was transferred to the 1st Division. Yes, that's right, though I'm surprised you caught wind of it so quickly. Oh well, I have Detective Dudley to thank for that. He stopped by just a while earlier. He wanted to verify some new intel about Yin and hear Yu's possible ties. Dudley's working on the case. Well, the 1st Division isn't wasting any time then. Yeah, well, it's officially out of my hands now. We'll have to figure out what we can do about this from the sidelines. Alright, we should still have time to pop on over to Bellegarde Gate. After making so many deliveries in the city, I almost forgot that we deliver all the way out here too. Well, I'm sure the CGF members are waiting for their packages. Guess I better get to it. Over in the Nox Forest, you'll find the police academy and the prison. Our unit is in charge of security over there, actually. Randy, up for a spa next time you stop by? Huh? Where's this coming from? Well, it's just when you were stationed here, I never once beat you in any of our combat drills. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. It's like you ran away without giving me the chance to make things even. You're seriously hung up on that? Fine, but I'm a little busy right now. If I remember next time, I'm game. People kept telling me that Crossbell isn't safe for a woman travelling alone, but look at me, I'm safe and sound. Still, I guess present-day Crossbell is a lot safer than it used to be. I'm sure I'll be alright. At least on the surface, we make a point of saying that we filter out some of the people who tried to get in through this gate. However, you can also get into Crossbell by the railway, and they don't conduct any sort of inspections at the station. As things stand, spies and the like from both the Empire and Republic can infiltrate Crossbell as they please. I drive my Orbital car to the Empire and back all the time, so the constant inspections here are a real pain in my keister. Well, my car is still better suited for business trips than the bus or train. I suppose I can live with a few inspections every now and then. Buses that travel to the Empire are few and far between. I'm not surprised given how expansive their railway network is. Coming to Crossbell is way more convenient when travelling by train. Belgard Gate doesn't have the nicest atmosphere thanks to our commander. By contrast, Stella's candid, free-spirited personality is like a breath of fresh air from the goddess herself. Welcome everyone, feel free to look at one of our menus. Not that we have a lot to choose from at the moment though. Crossbell Guardian Force weapons are basically split into two types. You have your stun halberds, which are used for close combat, and you have your assault rifles for long range. Mastering both of them is a necessity for any soldier at the CGF. You know, I heard a rumour saying that Randy used to be with the best of the best in the CGF when it came to stun halberds. What do you say we just leave old stories like that in the past? Oh, but it's true. I saw you fight during combat drills and, man, you were in a class of your own. Randy's pretty good with a halberd. Well, it looks like my break is already over. Time to get back to it. When I think of Warrant Officer Muriel as my boss instead of the commander, work becomes a lot more bearable. Oh right, I just finished this book while I was on break. Why don't you guys take it with you? Nice. Now that I've worked on the CGF commander for a while now, I know without a doubt that having a boss like him is the absolute worst. Randy, you shouldn't be loitering around Belgard Gate for too long, you know? What's your deal? You worrying about me and us is a special occasion? Oh, that reminds me. I've heard from more than one source that you begged and begged the brass not to fire me way back when. Wait, could it be... Are you in love? Don't be ridiculous. I just didn't want to lose a valuable soldier over some silly reason like that. Huh? Silly reason? You mean Randy's trouble with the women here? Randy's the only person I can think of who'd get kicked out for being too much of a womanizer. Trouble with women? Come on, Muriel. It's nothing to be shy about, is it? You were a little in love with the Orlando, right? I'm sure if you admit it, you'd feel better. As usual, talking to you gets us nowhere. I wonder if he chewed out the commander guy that doesn't do his job. 2 years ago, both of Gabriella Fortress's railway guns were pointed right at us. It was definitely touch and go for a while. The possibility of a major conflict had us on high alert. Thanks to the non-aggression pact, the gate has been relatively peaceful, but I'll never forget the fear I felt that day. What a surprise, nobody there. Alrighty, looks like that is everything. So that's where I'm going to call the episode for today. Thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode's coming out. And feel free to leave a comment on the video and I will see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.